Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimate
Deepak
Bhaktimarga Swami BG
Namine
Saraswati Devi
Gauravani Prasharine Sesa Sunyavadi Ashita Desatarine
Shri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you very much. Om Jnanatimirandasya
Om Ajnanatimirandasya
Yamanjana Shalakaya
Jnananjana Shalakaya Oops Chakshuramilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
The darkest ignorance.
Was born in the darkest of ignorance.
And my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge.
And my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you all. It's so nice to be in your presence. Let's go to today's verse. And if our host Vaishnavi can help us with that on the screen, share the screen if you can, because I'm in a van. It's just been a long journey.
It's 2.6, Maharaj.
Okay, chapter 2.6. And could you share it on the screen so I can also have a look at it? Is it up there yet? One more.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, I've got one here. Achaitad vidma karum nakaryo yadha jamyena yarivana yajayo yan evatvana jivishasamas te vastita ramuke dhartarashtraha. Translation. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we killed the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield. Good. Thank you very much. So we got the purport, and there's some meat there. So let's just go for 2 sentences per person, slow and clear. If you go too fast, I'm going to say slow down. I'll give you a ticket. Go too fast. You give me summit slip. Okay? Good. This is the way to absorb. And, if we have a room for another person, we'll just have them repeat the person. Okay. Would you align everybody, my dear Vaishnavi, please?
Yes, Maharaj. Haripad, Manasi Ganga, Arjuna, Arjun Sakha, if you can read. Chaitanya Charan, if you can read. And then Navayavana, everybody, Nitai Priya, Shakti, and Guru Das. Guru Das, are you still here or no? Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, yeah.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna did not know whether he should fight and risk unnecessary violence, although fighting is the duty of the Kshatriyas, or whether he should refrain and live by begging. One more sentence. If he did not conquer the enemy, begging would be his only means of subsistence. Next person.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Nor was there certainty of victory, because either side might emerge victorious. Even if victory awaited them and their cause was justified, still, if the sons of Dhritarashtra died in battle, it would be very difficult to live in their absence. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Under the circumstances, that will be another kind of defeat for them. All these considerations by Arjuna definitely prove that not only was he a great devotee of the Lord, but he was also highly enlightened and had complete control over his mind and senses.
Thank you.
His
Next.
desire to live by begging, although he was born in the royal household, is another sign of detachment. He was truly virtuous, as these qualities, combined with his faith in the word of instruction of Sri Krishna, his spiritual master, indicate. It is concluded that Arjuna was quite fit for liberation.
Thank you. Next.
Unless the senses are controlled, there is no chance of elevation to the platform of knowledge, and without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Arjuna was competent in all these attributes, over and above his enormous attributes in his material relationships.
Yes, thank you. And we have room for one more person. Just to go over the verse one more time. Who's in the queue?
I'll read.
Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we killed the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
Thank you, everyone, for reading and for listening. And I'm just so impressed with Prabhupada's purport. Some purports just really do it for you. And this one does it for me. The way he lays it out there, eloquence with it. It's beautiful. Okay, so just taking the verse for what it is, as it stands alone, it's pretty obvious that Arjuna is very confused. And we can understand his strong attachments from both sides, even though there was a bitter relationship between his brothers and the Kauravas. Still, he had some feeling for them, and that also shows his virtuous side. He was just a very merciful person. And Prabhupada does go on to say in the purport that, extolling the qualities of Arjuna in so many ways. He expressed that he was realized, or sign of detachment. Those are the kind of terms that he's using. Truly virtuous qualities combined. So all that's there. He just needs to push himself a little bit more to get to that level of transcendence, and just go on with the will of Krishna, which is to go on. We're here. It's pretty obvious. We've gone through this great length. Here we are. They're facing us. And that's the point that's made. Is that they're standing here before us. Yeah, you better do something heroic. You can't just step away and walk backwards and retreat, right? So might as well just go ahead and deal with business as is ordained. Yeah. So those are just some of my thoughts. And the reason why the end of chapter 1 and the beginning of chapter 2 is so compelling is because we find ourselves in indecision when we need to make a decision. It happens to all of us, right? So that's why this little section of the Bhagavad Gita resonates with us so well. Once Krishna starts laying out the philosophy and Arjuna surrenders, says, okay, I'm your student, you're my teacher. Everything just flows kind of nicely. But everything leading up to that is, wow, I've been through this before, and I'll probably go through it again. And our conclusion is I shouldn't have to make such decisions by myself, especially when I've got somebody with a good counseling experience right next to me, right in front of me. So let's take shelter. That he's done. So it's just I have to tell you something. We send out one of those reels on the Instagram. We got like 500,000 views on that one just the other day. A
Jai.
woman is driving in her car, and she hits someone, or someone hits her, and then she comes out of the car, and I'm there with my Bhagavad Gita. Said, when you have an accident, it could lead to death, and here's the book that will help tell you what happens after death. So many views came in, so many likes, and many comments of a controversial nature. There was one guy said, the book is empty. And so there's a lot of Christian input here. I have to say that I see them as my friends, but when you're trained as a traditional Christian, it's black and white. Their views are like that. Whereas in our tradition, we'll be open. We'll have a look. We'll see. There's merit to almost everything. So, anyways, it was interesting to take note of that. When the guy in a comment said the book is empty, I took offense, I took it kind of a hard way. And so how can you say that, especially with such a compelling moment here? So that's just an observation I made. Yeah, good. So go ahead, Varuz, if you have any comments. We're just parked here right now by our temple. There's 3 Canadian flags out there. I don't know what that means exactly. All right. Go ahead, I guess. Okay, I'll stay right here in the comfort of our vehicle. Red truck. Thank you. Yeah. Thank God for red trucks. You can spot them in the snow anywhere. And it is, what's the degrees now?
Minus 23.
Minus 23.
It's minus 23 degrees centigrade, Maharaj?
Yeah, that's right.
It's centigrade, right?
Degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
But it feels like minus 35.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, Maharaj, that's amazing. And you're not wearing any special earmuffs or boots or
I've been in the van for the last 5 hours, but I did do a little walking here and there in the morning, and as long as you keep walking, you're okay.
Really? Wow. You're not wearing a battery heated
well, you stop it.
No, Maharaj, I'm really scared, Maharaj, because I have to take Balaram Prabhu to Thunder Bay, and I'm researching what should I buy a battery?
No. Thunder Bay is a little less severe. They do get real winters, but I don't think it's too much to worry about. I'm in the prairies, so it's just before the mountains. And it does get it's like Siberia almost, it's almost like Siberia. But it's okay. Let me tell you one thing.
Yes, please tell me.
It's white right now. It's fresh snow, and it's very bright, and it's very illuminating, and the sun is out. So it's cold, but it's bright.
Okay.
Understand? So to compensate, in some ways, I like it better like that instead of dreary grayness,
And the roads are good, and it's all plowed.
Yeah. They invest, just to let you know, they invest a lot in good roads, clearing the roads, and it's a big. We're up in resource country, and so a lot of energy goes towards big trucks, big good highways, and so on like that. And that's what keeps the economy going. And fortunately,
Maharaj, I have one more question. The truck or car you're in, is it specially designed for cold weather, or will my car?
Yeah, if you live in Alberta, everyone's got a truck. It's a truck culture.
Right. Since I
So
don't
you get
have
around through
I
the
don't have
snow.
a truck. So to go to Thunder Bay, I don't need anything special like 4-wheel drive or extra duty, heavy duty battery or anything like that. Do you know, Maharaj?
If you're driving, I think, make sure you have snow tires.
Okay. I don't have snow tires. Okay.
Yeah, I think you should do that. Because you
Okay.
do have your winters in New Jersey, you get some snowstorms.
Yeah, but
get
I'm
a-
talking. Okay. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Yeah, for
Maharaj, on
Yeah.
the topic of weather in Florida, last few days I've been wearing 2 layers of thermal.
Wow.
For a 42-degree Fahrenheit weather.
Oh, I can walk with a kurta and a dhoti, and that's it. No socks even.
Plus the heat in the house.
Oh, good. Well, the good thing about going through extreme seasons is that you toughen up, you get thick skin, and you can sort of handle almost anything. As I might have mentioned before, when I did these long walks, going through all kinds of weather conditions, I never got sick. I never got
Jai.
sick. And then you just meet people, their nose is running. I always thought that term was always interesting. How can the nose run? And they're sick and they get flus and everything because they're staying inside a sort of a square room and just sharing space with all these viruses, But when you're outdoors, you don't get that, You get the sun, you get the moon, you get the rain, you get the snow, you get the wind, and we're supposed to be, climatized to almost anything. But the problem is that the whole culture that we live in is geared more towards, being in your hole, when we should be spending considerable time outside, and getting climatized. And, the early morning is the best time. Go out there and do it. And when you go in, you feel like Superman, the rest of the day. But people who hide and they feel intimidated, they're the ones that always get sick.
I agree, Maharaj. That's very true.
Anyways, you'll enjoy the road. I mean, you might want to come to Thunder Bay via the U.S. Through Duluth,
Minnesota, yeah, north of Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota gets fierce winters,
Right, correct.
But I'm just saying the temperatures are going to be a little bit more mellow than up there than say the prairies.
Yeah. So my main worry is my car is not even 4-wheel drive. Sandamini's, we have the SUV that we travel, and that is 4-wheel drive.
Well, just get a dog sled, that'll help you.
No, I think I might have to do some research and call a few Canadians and do some more safety measures. Balaram is he's very young and very strong, and he's like super strong. And but I'm worried for myself, I guess.
Well, so we're talking just to link it up to our verse here.
Yes,
I mean, when you go through stormy, you're better off to go through storms,
yes,
physical, biological storms, than the mental ones,
Yes.
I mean, our people, the people of today, suffer so many psychological conditions, and you're better to be. I think that people who had lived through simple circumstances, they were better off in many ways, They dealt with the elements and they embraced it somehow. They accepted it mentally, but we don't accept it now. We're so pampered. Our lives are so pampered, especially people who live in Hawaii.
Yes, very much.
I'm poking fun at Guru Das over there.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't have seasons. No, I mean, it's a storm. Our June, there's a storm inside of him, you see, and it's a big one. It's a big one. Like, when you see what he had to do, he was very lucky to have God in front of him. And we also have God inside of us. Let's not forget it. A super soul is inside of us. And we tend to forget. We think, oh, I have to think this over on my own. I have to call so and so. I have to call my shrink, whatever. No, not really. I think we have to resort more to God and just keep this whole book. That's why I'm so glad we're just sticking with it. We didn't feel, oh, let's move to Nectar of Devotion, another kind of text. This is always going to be there. The Bhagavad Gita's message and what Krishna has to say is it's a reminder of what you have to do, submit to him. And he's going to tell you in some way, shape, or form that stick to your duties, stick to your dharma, stick it out, outlast all the other conditions, and you'll get experience. You'll get beautiful experience. Good.
I have
So, but yeah, go ahead. Someone else.
sorry, I have a question. In that purport, there is a sentence Prabhupada wrote, knowledge and devotion is necessary for liberation. What other things are needed for that, Maharaja?
Well, Vairagya, sometimes in the Bhagavatam it addresses Vairagya, which is renunciation, and also Jnanam. Those two are really good components. Those are two good partners to have, right? Very important. And then, of course, the devotion is good, but you can have devotion, but if you don't carry on smartly, you could be in trouble. So I just want to refer back to, intelligence and organization. I'll give you the reference point. Before Prabhupada left us, he asked Giriraj Swami, so how do you think the movement will go on? Okay. And so Giriraj Swami's message was, the way he responded was, well, Prabhupada, we can stick very firmly to our sadhana. There has to be good chanting. He gave all these devotional answers. And Prabhupada said, no. And he answered it like this. He said, organization and intelligence. And so you can read into that. I think Prabhupada felt, my interpretation is Prabhupada felt that the devotion was already there. It was already there. What you have to do is tap into the intelligence and the organizations. This is what is lacking in some of us through our lives, lack we lack organization and that kind of sensitivity. So your feelings, your emotions can be strong, but you also have to use the other muscle. Your heart can be big, but which is a muscle. But if the other muscle of just using your good brains and good common sense, if that's lacking, then again, like I'm just going to say it again, you'll be in trouble. So I just love the way Prabhupada operated. I just feel that he's giving it to us the right way. He wanted us not to be blind followers. He really wanted us to get a good grip and a good balance on things. That's really, really important. Yeah, yeah. So move forward in a detached frame of mind. Always apply tattva in your life, and of course the devotion is naturally their feelings. You've got those components there, and you'll be successful. Things will work out for you. Nitai Priya says devotion is already there. All you have to, okay, she's just repeating it. So please keep that in mind. Like we had a call, the Guru Services Committee arranged a call for all the gurus of the movement. The number was good, but it could have been better. 43 people got on board, and it was 5 a.m. from where I am, and it's some ungodly hour, and for the devotees in Australia, the gurus there. But it was really good, and of course, Anutama reminded us about these things, and yeah, but on the call was all these figures, and it was sannyasis, and it was also grihastas, and we had one female guru was on there, and we hope to see more of those in the future. But yeah, it was good. I just saw intelligent, bright people. Of course, we're all a little older now, but I just saw very sensible people. I felt very proud to be in their presence through the Zoom call.
So,
And yeah,
sorry, Maharaj, I had a question. You said, so one of Prabhupada's disciples, who's a lady, she is now initiating. Is that what you said, a female guru?
yes, okay. Yeah.
That's nice, Maharaj. Who, may I ask who that is, Maharaj?
What's her name? Just escapes me right now.
Okay.
I can't remember.
In
American.
in America. Nice.
Is that Narayani Mataji or Urmila?
Narayani, she's in India most of the time. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Narayani, yeah.
Nice, Maharaj. It's good.
Okay, so Bruce, thank you. I mean, we talked about snow and all kinds of, tires, winter tires.
Yes.
The main thing is that it's a storm,
Mhm.
Every day everyone goes through mild storms and extreme storms. Is it not right? As we get more mature in life, the storms should come down a bit,
Yes.
But it's kind of like when you're young and youthful and you're used to explosion. It's all about fireworks and pistons going off everywhere. But when you get a little older, there should be you have assimilated wisdom and experience, and so the storm should go down to some degree. Yeah,
Yes.
they should calm down. I remember one priest. He was visiting us there in Toronto some years ago, and he'd sit in the uh, in the in the office that we had with Mr. Singh, who was doing a lot of our accounts and everything like that. And people also saw him to be like an experienced man. Both of them were sitting together, and some of our young people would come and just talk about some of their woes and the difficulties they were going through. And I remember the priest saying, "Oh, I'm so glad I'm the age I'm at," because a lot of things that get out of your system, the storms are fewer, and they are of a lesser severe nature.
Yes.
So, yeah, good. It's a plug-in for aging. It's a
Yes,
plug-in
Maharaj.
for maturity. Something to look forward to, right?
Right.
Honest.
By the way, you look good in the jacket, Maharaj.
Well, thank you very much. I know it's so mustard colored. Yeah,
You
it works.
you may need that in Florida.
Oh, well, this is actually a light insulated coat. It's more for spring and fall. It's not for the kind of winters we have, but I know how to deal with it. It's just the solution. Just keep walking.
Yes.
And you stay warm. And the minute you stop, then it's like, oh my God, am I going to
Oh my
survive?
God.
The solution is to come down to Florida in July or August.
Oh yeah, to go through another extreme. No, thank you. I think I'd rather take the winter because you could add on, but when you're in Florida in the summertime, you can't tear off.
Yes. Or find water
Because,
cool.
yeah, if you take your outer skin off, then it doesn't work. Good. So anybody else do you have any comments or questions? The ones that have come forth from our two gents here have been very interesting, and I thank you very much. Any other comments there from the bright individuals that we have on the call?
Can I ask you something, Maharaj?
Please, senor.
So, have you ever had this, like, not like Arjuna, but have you ever had like a storm like that in your life that you had to decide you don't know what to do?
Let's see. It's always the storm that I'm referring to. It's more like an electric storm. I mean, more to do with the psychological, you know. Did I ever? I guess when I decided to decide to become a devotee, there was a storm inside. It didn't really affect me too much, but I did have to make a big decision. And you know, my decision was, or here were the options. Am I going to be part of this world, this corporate madness, you know? And the world of sense gratification and chaos and confusion, or am I going to do something different? I'm going to do something that's more calming and also more benevolent, you know, where I can help people who are struggling psychologically, you know, and even physically, because they're both related. So I think that when I made that decision when I was 20 years old, you know, I knew I had to deal with my parents and all that. And so I just pacified them and said, well, I can just leave. I don't have to stay with it. I'm just trying something out here, you know. And but I'm so glad it happened this way. I'm so glad for the devotees who I met, and you know, because I could relate to them. We're all the same age. We're all sort of artistic kind of people. I said artistic, not autistic. Okay. And I thank the Beatles, George Harrison, for pushing me on, and in their own subtle way, they were basically saying through their music, it's okay to go sort of the Eastern route, you know, the old way, the old school, you know. And I think that was probably my biggest storm, really.
That's amazing.
Everything.
Thank you, Maharaj, for doing that storm. And I think your parents must have been very supportive and very nice, because I once saw the picture of you with your 4 other siblings, I think. I think you have like 2 sisters and 2 brothers or something. I saw the picture that you posted in the blog, on your website. It was so were your parents, they must have been a little bit shocked, but they were supportive, right, Maharaj? I think so.
Yeah, when I told them that the big thing for them, and I'm sorry for going on a tangent here, and the big thing for all my relatives in the Netherlands that you know, cousins and some nieces and nephews that I never met before, the big thing for them is Jesus still okay? And I let them know I always believed in Jesus. I thought he was a cool guy, and I liked him what he was stood for. And I just added Christian to my life. That's all. And that was like such a sigh of relief, because you see, in the religions, going back to the guy who said the book is empty, referring to the Gita, you know, these are people. They're trained. Their mindset is very different. As opposed to somebody from the Far East, you know, like in Buddhism and Hinduism and so on like that. There's a lot more like acceptance, less fear, less feeling of threat. You know, it's always black and white for those for the Islam people, for the Christian people, and and to some degree the Jewish folks, you know. But it's a different mindset. That Middle Eastern, you know, approach I think it's detrimental. If I'll be so bold as to say that, but I just find that the people from the Eastern side of the world, they have a different mindset. They're just much more open, much more patient, much more accepting, more embracing, and so on like that. And that's what sort of Westerners need to learn also. You know, we need to learn that.
Yeah. Can I narrate an incident, Maharaj, that just happened a few 10 days ago, maybe 15 days ago, on Thanksgiving, just after Thanksgiving. So I was at home and alone with my younger son, Sandamini, and my older boy were out completely away. And you know, I was cleaning the house, and the house was chaos, Maharaj, basically. And I was cleaning it, and the vacuum cleaner broke down, and it was all very, very, was not in a great state of mind, and the bell rang suddenly. It was like afternoon, 11 a.m. or something, not afternoon, 11 a.m., maybe around just about before noon. And two Christian proselytizers, they knocked on the door, and they were wearing, Christian clothes, the big, heavy metal cross on their chest, hanging on the neck. And I said, hi. And then they said hi. And then myself and Srinath opened the door. I remember I was upstairs and I said, Srinath, I don't know who's knocking at the doors this time. No, we're not expecting. Go open the door. And he was like doing something. I said, Srinath, knocking again. Go open the door. I shouted at him. So Srinath went and opened the door. And then I said, who's there? And I shouted at him. He said, Appa, there's two people here. And, so I went down and said, hi. I tried to put a smile, even though I was not in the best of moods. And they said, oh, we've come to share with you a message from the Bible. And they immediately brought the book out. And I was not, like as mentioned to you, my mind was not in a proper space. I immediately told them, look, I know who Jesus Christ is. We love and respect Jesus Christ. You guys, you're not Christians because you don't follow what Jesus says. And they said, what do you, and I think that one of them said, what do you mean? I said, you are killing cows. That is the first sin. And I said, Jesus said, thou shalt not kill. He didn't write, thou shalt not murder. So stop that, then come back and let's talk some more. I'm sorry, I have to go. And I shut the door. Immediately, I didn't even invite them. And then Srinath was, he went to Catholic school, right, for 4 years here. And he was like completely angry with me, Maharaj. He was so angry with me. And he said, why do you call yourself Hare Krishna? You are a hater of Christians. I said, no, Srinath, I was in a bad mood and I don't have time for this. And you won't believe, he ran out of the house, Maharaj. He literally ran out of the house. And he said, I'm going to say sorry to them. And then he ran after them. And he couldn't find them because, we were arguing for a few minutes and they must have driven off, and I don't know why they chose our house. Probably, I have no clue. But
they like the sound. They like the incense,
maybe. But I felt so ashamed, Maharaj. I wrote an apology to him. I said, Srinath, that is the difference between your education and my education. And I was in a different frame of mind. And then Sandhavani, when she came back, she loaded on me. She said, how can you do this? You're actually going to make them more haters or more not like, you could have actually changed them by letting them come in and sit down for a few minutes and say, look, I'm in the middle of so many things. Things are not great. Because the next day she was leaving for India and she left me out and I'm struggling here, Maharaj, alone, so anyway, but I thought I said, this is the difference between a good, how Sri grew up here, learning the best of Krishna consciousness and, Christianity, and he can actually, be calm.
What you did, you provided a good shake-up, but that's what some people need. I'm not saying you did the right thing or not the right thing, but, you gave them something to think about,
Yeah, I was yes, Maharaj.
Well, Prabhupada had carry that mood sometime. How can you be a Christian if you're killing the cows, Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
anyways,
I was ashamed.
Just to be fair, let's give other devotees a chance to say something.
Yes,
thank
please.
You. And on this topic about storms and, it's Arjuna's going to settle down, just like when there is a storm. Suddenly it just breaks. You get this. I remember walking through Manitoba, and there was this. It was topsail gale, like a big demon coming behind me. In the front, the sun was shining, but this storm came, and that night, some houses got damaged, and trees came down all over the place. It's the prairies, so there's nothing stopping a wind from rushing through. But so I just sometimes it just breaks, and I think it broke. The storm broke once Arjuna said, "I surrender to you," and that's, we have to go through that quite a lot too. I submit to you, my Lord. And it's good to have some shakeups, you know. These are reality checks, you know. And people need that sometimes. It's a good drama. Otherwise, life is pretty bland, you know. Isn't it? Everyone wants a good drama. And it happens within, it happens between two people. Our question is, are you going to resort to the help of Krishna with his extended hand or not? Really. So
Maharaj,
yeah, go ahead, Guru Das. Thank you.
yeah, so this is a big topic for us now too, because our family's going through some transitions, and we pray to Krishna for guidance, but we don't have the benefit of Krishna right with us on the chariot, like in the personal sense that Arjuna has. So maybe could you comment on how we interpret, like if we pray for guidance, and how we interpret, Krishna's will, or direction in
Yeah, I think you used the key word. You did say pray, right? So
yeah.
prayer is one component of out of 9 devotional services, devotional practices. Prayer is the big one. It's a good one. And we get some ideas from the prayers from Akura. He was a master at praying. And we hear also some prayers coming through from the acharyas through their bhajans, their songs. So let us reach out to Krishna. And why can't we reach out to Arjuna also? Because he is self-realized. Prabhupada endorses him in this purport by saying all these good qualities. So when there is some turmoil, some agitation, yeah, we should. So sometimes the dramas are okay if it brings us to the point of getting down on your knees, so to speak. Figuratively more so, I mean, in your heart, really, you have to feel like, Krishna, please help me through it. And if it's between two people or two parties, if they're all praying in the same way, better arrangement than just one person doing solo.
Yeah.
So well, let's pray for a better world. I know some people do have that strong sentiment. Let's bring about peace. And then there's some people who actually pray. They pray, but they pray for takeover. They pray for destruction. They pray for war. They pray for conflict. They pray for let us win, let us fight, and let us win. It's really it's not like everyone's on the same page in this regard when it comes to prayers. Anantashesh, you're very funny in the remark you just made. But does that help out a little bit?
Yeah, Maharaj, yes. Yeah.
Especially if you believe in the same God, then then it comes a little easier. That's the other problem. If there's two different gods, and some people concentrate on God, the agitator, and other people pray to God, who's the peace giver. And even Krishna, more or less, he's behind the let's say the aggression in this case, because he tried all other methods, and it wasn't working. He personally went to talk to Duryodhana and said, calm down, let's be fair, and all those things. But he wasn't listening. So Krishna shows the independence of the individual. He doesn't force anyone to submit to him. He leaves that up to the individuals. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, we're at that hour, at that minute. Is there anybody else who wants to offer something quickly, or we really appreciate anything else? You can just add feedback. Are we okay? We told stories about the Jehovah's Witness, I think it was, and we told stories about the Guru Services Committee. We told a little bit. We try to stay on topic, though, right? Any comments, Bruce? Should we do a quick quick review, meaning feedback like we normally do, takeaway. There's
Yes,
not so
Maharaj.
many of us this call today.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So everyone else has agreed. Put up your hand if you agree. We'll do a quick takeaway. Okay. Great. Wow. We're united. Woo! Very good. And I know Nita Priya, she's got her hand up. She always agrees on everything. Okay. All right. So continue on then, Vaishnavi. Just let us know what your what 4 words we can get out of this takeaway.
Yamuna Dasi, you just raised your hand for this, or you have a question also?
No, for the takeaway. I could bring my hand for the
Okay,
takeaway.
you
But
can.
I have only 3 words now, Maharaj, not 4 words.
We'll try to help give you
I
a 4th one. Okay. Go ahead.
Because I was reading this verse again and again, and that's when I realized, like, actually, Krishna removes Krishna takes away confusion, or he removes confusion.
Krishna
He takes
takes
away the
away confusion.
confusion.
4
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
4 words. Wow, you did
Okay.
it. You stated the parameters. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also say something. Anything? Thank you very much. Next person.
Krishna will
Somebody
guide
starts.
us.
Krishna will definitely guide us. No, Krishna will guide us. 4 words, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haripad.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good.
Haripad.
Next.
Haripad.
Yes. Kindness and compassion can conquer.
Kindness and compassion conquer. 4 words for
Yeah, kindness and compassion can conquer.
How about just conquer? That you don't have the 5 words, right?
Maharaj, I'm lost. I'm not so good as you in poetry, Maharaj.
Well, it's simple. Kindness and compassion conquer.
Conquers, yeah.
Not can conquer.
Conquers.
Definitely conquer. Yeah, conquers. Yeah. All right.
Yes. Thank you, Maharaj. That is good lesson.
Next.
Krishna conscious dramas are best.
Okay. Okay. Well, they are. They are. Okay.
Stick to Krishna's instructions.
What is speak to Krishna?
No. Stick to Krishna's instructions.
Stick to Krishna's instructions. Yes. Oh, we got some prairie chickens here. I've never known. Wow, that's great.
Chaitanya Charan.
Okay.
Apply tattva in life.
Apply tattva in life. That's very good. Who said that one?
Chaitanya Charan.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Haribo.
Well, thank you. Hope to see you all next month when I come over. All right. Who else do we have?
Arjuna.
Arjuna Saka.
Oh, wait, me or Arjuna Saka?
Arjuna.
Okay.
Oh, Arjuna. Oh, one word. One word, sorry.
Bhakti in the storm.
Bhakti in the storm. Very nice. Very nice. I like the concept of storm.
Nitai Priya.
Devotion, organization, and intelligence.
Devotional organization and intelligence. Very nice. Very good. You've really absorbed that one message that came from Prabhupada. We also have Shakti Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Shakti Devi, can you say something?
She says she's in listening mode only.
Okay. Yeah.
She's in listening mode. Okay. Haribol. Thank you so much, Shakti Devi.
Yeah. In Abhay Balaram, who is in your car, Maharaj?
Yes.
Yeah, Abhay Balaram, that's true. We're using his phone actually. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna. Dhanapranam.
4 words. He's thinking. I can see it. Tick,
That
tick,
was
tick.
4 words, Maharaj.
Krishna is the best.
Krishna is the best. Okay, that's great. I could see his brain working. It reminds me of Humphrey Bogart. He once said, clickety, clickety, click. He had one guy at a gun point and clickety, clickety. He said, yeah, he's thinking. Okay. Yeah, anybody else that didn't have a chance to?
I think everybody is done.
Not you,
Vaishnavi. Yeah, we're
Charles,
figuring out Vaishnavi. What kind of a person are you to just go scot-free and say nothing? All right.
thank you for being with us, Maharaj, despite being in this weather and traveling. So I don't know how
Okay,
to say
thank
that in
you.
4 words.
Yeah, Charles didn't go. That's Chaitanya Charles. He did say something very nice. Good, good. Okay, so I'll say something. I'll just say, enjoy the vicious storm.
Enjoy the vicious.
Yes. Okay. And I'm just saying that because you're going to bring Krishna into your thoughts, right?
Nice,
So
Maharaj.
that way you'll enjoy it. Okay, I'm getting out of this vehicle, and there's no storm.
Show them curry chickens. Here you go.
What's that?
Show them the curry
Oh,
chickens.
yeah, let's look at these. Are the curry chickens. Look at them.
Oh my God, everything is white. Where are you, Maharaj?
I'm in Alberta.
Alberta and northern Alberta.
Well, yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the north. We've come south a little bit. There's a lot. This is Edmonton.
Edmonton.
And it's an oil province. You know?
Okay, Maharaj.
It's like the Texas of Canada.
Yeah. They want to be 51st state, which no.
No. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so listen, we'll see you next week then.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay.
Our obeisances, Maharaj. My obeisances at your lotus feet. Be safe, Maharaj, and see you soon. Hare Krishna.
Well, you have to be safe. You got those alligators over there. No, not you, Fleur, but some of the other people there. Yeah. And why you don't have to worry about anything there. There's no moose. There's no snakes. There's no, bison or bears. Poor Guru Das. Yeah, you're in New Jersey. You have black bears in New Jersey.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, along the Appalachian. It's amazing. With all those people there, you still get bears. My God.
Yep.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
You're
Hare Krishna.
highlighting this. This is what keeps us going. Ginger and lemon. Booster juice. Canadian company. Canadian company. Haribol.
Haribol.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Haribol. Thank you, Maharaj.
Tasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Thank you.
That's your phone.
Yeah.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees.
Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Haribol. Stay safe, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Vaishnavi Mataji.